Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. So this one here is another war video for me, and this is still in season 31. So this is war 10, I believe, but actually 9 for us because of the enlisting error that Kabam did. So we've come up against the alliance that's currently matched first position so far, so they're doing pretty well for the season. And you can see here the team I'm being given is Doom, Warlock and Fing. So as soon as I see that I'm being assigned Fing, I know it's either going to be for a Silver Surfer on Chneas Thorns, or it's going to be for like Path 2 or something like that. So I have a look at the instructions given to me, and yeah, it was Path 2. So as you see with the bans, they banned Quake. It's becoming a kind of common thing, because she just bypasses a lot, obviously. But it's not the most harmful thing. She would have been very beneficial for this Nimrod fight, but obviously she's banned, so we can't use her. So my assignment was that I was waiting until the boss was down and then moving there, because my section 2 had high ground defenders, and using Dr. Doom, obviously he would apply the shock, which would increase the high ground, and Warlock would also put degens on. So we just thought about it, and the officers that do the attacking phase of war decided to just put it against that. So we come into here now. At this point of the war, I think they pretty much cleared on like 10 deaths, I think, or something like that. We had a lot of fights to go, and we were on like 6 deaths. In terms of an alliance and for GT40 standards in war, this was a very, very poor showing for us, and I'm not sure whether it was just very bad from us, or it was just a really strong defense from the alliance we're against. I'm not going to even try and pronounce in any way, form or shape the alliance name, because it's just not going to end well. And as you can see here, so I'm just happy to let the Furies build up with Fing. He's SIG 180 at the moment. Don't really want to put the extra SIG stones in them, because I can take him to 196, I believe it is, and I don't really want to do it just in case I open something and end up getting a Fing, and then I'm like, that was a waste of 6 stones. Because I don't really spend money on the game, so 6 stones aren't the easiest thing to come by. I'd rather kind of save them where I can. But this is just a long fight. I bait a couple of special ones here. I look at the time and I see that a minute into the fight I've took him down to 71%, I believe it was. But Fing's damage obviously goes up over time, and I didn't have suicides or anything on at this point. You can put them on, obviously half suicides and stuff like that is best for Fing with the bleed, especially if you're not going to be throwing specials. But here, we're just going to be letting the Furies build up over time. Every time I parry, I'm probably going to be triggering the protection because of how hard and how many Furies this Nimrod now has. It's going to be going way over the cap for my signature ability, so the protection will constantly come in. And I had an indestructible boost on, so after a couple of special ones, I thought I'll just start taking some special freeze to the face. I didn't know of any issue with that. There was a weird interaction where I kind of went to dash back as they dashed forward, and somehow it parried. Not really sure that happened, but that's why I kind of just stood back and let the AI just decide what next move it was going to do. But yeah, as you can see here, they go unblockable, I think it was, for that special one there. But again, the protection, and I think it just took up the last indestructible charge that I had. And you can see here that 2.5 minutes into the fight, eventually Nimrod goes down. Full attack bonus, that's what we like to see. And we move on to the Super Skrull. So here now, I'm going to use a Power Start 1, and the objective was to throw a special 1. Remembering that Super Skrull is shock immune, so I won't be able to do the normal sort of put a shock on and instantly passive stun with the backhand of Doom to be able to stun them. It doesn't really work like that, so you have to sort of parry him to stun him to be able to then obviously get ready to nullify a buff in the future. So you can see there, that's what happened. I went to throw a special 1, and yeah, because of Mystic Dispersion nullifying the buff and the parry, it then ends up pushing me to special 3, or special 2 even. So at this point I made a conscious decision of, okay, the Furies are going to be building up, that's fine. The brute force is on me, I need to get the special free. Didn't expect to take a hit to the face, but it is what it is. Now you see there it did a nice amount of damage on top of having a little bit of brute force degen on me. But we're going to be throwing a special free there, which is going to give us the Fury to help for the rest of the fight. And then also it just means that I'm going to be going for the combos, and I throw the special there to try and nullify the Furies again. I couldn't remember whether he was Incinerate immune or not. I believe he is, so I didn't throw the special 2. Just thought I'll get back up to a special 3 again because of Mystic Dispersion. And you can see here the second special 3 is about to do, I think it's like 20% damage maybe, if that. Yeah, 22%, there you go. So, and then you just go back into the rotation, and Skrull goes down. So it wasn't the fight that I'd planned, but it was fine. Yeah, it's just what it is. And you see here we've got all the middle section left to clear. Look, we waited till the boss was down. So the people were moving for them fights, but as soon as I got the chance to do this, I did my fights just because I had some plans coming up with friends, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to be needed to do my fights or anything like that, like when I'm in a restaurant or something like that. So I was just like, right, get these done, click on, put the tech boost on. This is for my next fight, not this one right now. And then I'm going to apply a indestructible boost as well. Again, compensation's coming out of everybody's ears, so everybody's got 3-minute boosts out the wazoo. And yeah, there's really no better time to use them, especially not in a war like this, when it's first versus second. You're really trying to just push, especially because the start of the season we had was a little bit weird. If we can get the chance to go back to the top spot, then hey, that'd be quite nice. It's some accomplishment or challenge, whichever sort of thing, to be able to do something like that. So yeah, it's good to be able to do these wars and these fights. Obviously, a lot of the time right now at the moment, I'm getting a lot of the fights that are after the boss. Some people call these the pressure fights, where you kind of need to clutch up even after the map's cleared because the war can be quite tight. But it is what it is. The officers give me these assignments. My roster's it's okay. It's not the biggest, 20 odd rank 3s and stuff, so it's not like I've got the most options available to me, so we can only do with what we get. But and as you can see here, this Airwalker just drops so quickly from Doom. They're like 50 odd hits a minute, if that. And then we push up onto my final fight of the war, which is the Storm Pyramid X. So this is Warlock. I use the Indestructible rather than the Power Start one, just in case she decides to be a bit stingy because the rich get richer. She gets a buff for whatever reason and decides to just hold to a special 3 or something like that. Don't really want to be taking that risk, especially in a war like this, so I'll just build to the special 1 a little bit slower. And well, as you see there, I don't even go to try and attack her after the special 1. Here, parry, waits to get the chance to do the special 2 and throw it, and then the power back boost gives me back to another special 2. And then, because of the rich get richer, it ends up giving me a special 3. So I just throw this just to get rid of it, and I'm like, right, okay, this will do some damage, and then it'll just degen her like a power drainer after I've thrown it. But she dies. So that was nice. Didn't expect that. That was like 30% health with 1 special 3. Did not see that coming from Warlock, so big up Warlock. Good effort. And yeah, that's my contribution to this war. As you can see here, I'm just going to cover off this last little path here in the node and for the boss island. So as you see here, when, like I said before, it was very, very close at the start. It was 97-6 for us and 146-10 for them. We ended up finishing on 150-7. We got unfortunate towards the end with a death. And obviously they cleared to what they did. So we ended up winning the war. We beat them, got the 10 extra score rating, which is nice. And that puts us on top spot for the season now at the moment. So to treat myself, I opened up one of the Nexus crystals from the Romance store thing and chose Mephisto. Quite happy with that. And then bought the 10k 6-star shards and opened the featured and managed to dupe my Black Widow Clairvoyant. So as you can see, just to reiterate what I was saying here so that you can see the scores there. Currently, Master rank 1 is us. Rank 2 is DSVG, who are very, very close to us now. And then rank 3 there is the Alliance that we just faced. And then all these others in Masters are pretty close. So it's tight going into the end of the season. Obviously, because of what happened, I think it was in like War 2 or whatever. Unfortunately, we don't have a war lead over everybody else or anything like that, which would have been quite nice going into the last few wars of the season. But these things happen. We just now have to win at least this next war and see what everybody else does. But until then, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time watching the video. And if you did enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe. And hey, if you want, you can even share it with your friends. Thank you very much.